All right.
Yeah, all right, great. Arnie, I need my bag. To hurdle?
Yeah, I heard it.
I just wasn't going fast enough or high enough. Administrative part, so I stepped forward to lead the federation. So that's how I ended up into it.
So you can get involved.
Yes, yes. You can ride a bike, right? Yeah, yeah. Here we will actually start. The lorry is already there, and there are other athletes there. Yeah. Well, first, I'm honored to have been selected by the JOA, one of the newest members to the sporting fraternity, being president of the Cycling Federation for the past 8 months or so. Attending this forum for me is significant because it gives Jamaica a voice. The issues will be many and varied, and they would like to hear from various countries and federations as to the way forward with the Olympics. For me, I'm in a position where I can give perspective, being somebody new in sports. So I would have had thoughts coming into it, and also coming from corporate Jamaica, from a sponsor's side, and what is it that we look for, and what are some of the things that would determine corporate Jamaica's support of sports in the country. So I believe I can make a contribution from both sides. And so I'm also going to listen and see how what are the things we have in common with some of the other countries that we'll share, and what are some of the new thinking that is out there that I'll be able to contribute to, learn from, and also bring back to the JOA, which is on a path of really, I would say, charting the federations in a direction where we are achievement focused and very accountable for everything that happens in the sporting fraternity. So I'm sure any input that can be brought back would be of value. So I'll be looking forward to sharing that in any way, shape, or form, whether it is in discussions, reporting, or forming whatever may need to form as a result of my exposure there. So I'm honored, and I'm looking forward to participating.
Well, I expect to go there, meet a lot of new people from a lot of different countries, hopefully ask some questions, socialize, and just learn a lot from the people there. I think there are going to be a lot of pro athletes and former athletes. I just hope to go there and learn a lot from them and just enjoy the whole experience of Argentina. Well, hopefully, as an athlete, I can go there and share my experience as an amateur athlete. I mean, hear from other people's experiences as pro athletes or former athletes, and just, I guess, experience everything and learn a lot as usual.
Well, both Jeremy Farr, who is a student athlete at Wolmer's Boys, and Joylene Griffiths, who is the president of Jamaica Cycling Federation, has been selected by the Jamaica Olympic Association to represent us in Buenos Aires, Argentina, between the 4th and the 7th of October for what is called the Olympicism in Action Forum. One of the main objectives of the Olympicism in Action Forum is getting diverse voices from not just National Federation presidents or executives of NOCs, but also from athletes across the world who are participating in the Youth Olympics or not participating in the Youth Olympics. The whole objective of this event is to get diverse voices to share their views on the trends in sport and how they can impact going forward for the next 2024 Olympics and 2020 Olympics, changes in sport, the governance of sport, and how best their voices and ideas can be shared and impact on the overall reform of sport and sporting governance by the IOC. One of the things that was shared in our mandate through the Pathway to Success vision was the educational perspective. And we're not just interested in the athletic aspect of sport, but also the educational aspect of sport. And I believe with Joylene and Jeremy now participating on behalf of the GOA and a representative of the Jamaican population, their voices, their views will now form part of the reform, the Olympic reform, in how best sport can be managed, governed, and how best these policies and procedures can be amended to reflect the changes in the dynamics of sport and sporting governance. We're very big on education, and one of the things that we'll be doing in the next couple of weeks is also introduce our own training and development program for our member associations. So our educational perspective will not just take a local aspect to it, but there's also an international aspect to it, with forums such as these in Buenos Aires and the one previously in Greece, where two other members of the sporting fraternity would have been exposed to the overall Olympic movement and the importance of Olympicism in our culture and in our country. We will continue to expose our members, and our members being executives as well as athletes, to all the respective avenues and opportunities for them to grow educationally and from a sporting standpoint. Our Olympic scholarships continue, and 10 members, 10 athletes are now benefiting from these Olympic scholarships. And the GOA will continue to expand, introduce, and implement other ways and means and avenues for which our members can expand their exposure, not just in athletics or athleticism, but also from an educational standpoint.
Put my part of the thing, you know.
Let me run it down now. Safe travels. Thank you. Yeah, safe travels. Alright. What are you going to decide to do?
My van is on the outside. I'll just park.
Yeah, park it. You're driving?
No, Ernie is gonna drop me off.
Oh.
I have to check on, so but I'm just gonna transfer